home is there where heart lies. So where your heart lies, that becomes your home.
Every journey carries a hope to return home. Home is much more than just four walls. Our joys, sorrows, love and much more ferment in that space. And that is precisely why we return to our homes like the birds return to their nests. But some seek new routes to return home. The road they took once are so dangerous to be taken again. They can't return the same way. We can call them Kashmiris. Their way to home is blocked by certain serious issues. Their fate is bound with the place where they live in now. We are trying to find out why the Kashmiri students had to stay back in their hostels in Pondicherry University while everyone else go home during the vacation.
You are going home first of all after a long time, because coming out from the Kashmir, it is not easy. It is not a one-day task. It takes almost 4 days to reach here, and you will not plan within a month to go back home and to come back. Means you will have to spend at least 6 months here. Going there is not easy. Like traveling, it is mostly you are traveling through bus, and the bus goes through the very terrain areas. That makes your journey very terrible. It makes you very tired. That is another feeling, like you do not like to come out from the Kashmir, or you cannot, even if you wish, you cannot go back easily to home. Another thing is that like the environment, we have been used to the different environment in our home, and that abruptly we are facing this hot climate, unadjustable climate out from the Kashmir.
There is only one season in Kashmir, winter. A season when everything freezes. Cold footsteps of death rumble around. Stale sounds of booming gunshots. All newspapers here talk only about tragedy. A youth that lives in a place devoid of space and safety, they are the ones who are talking to us in this documentary.
Living in Kashmir is very difficult to live there. First, there is a harsh climate. Only for 6 months we are having good climate, and during winter Kashmir usually used to be closed from rest of the world. Schools were closed, hospitals were closed, all basic communities were closed. So the students particularly who face a lot of problem in these years now come out for better education and better facilities.
20 years of civil unrest. People murdered in the streets. Thousands of youth who are disappearing. Cries for freedom. People falling into the depths of depression. Every Kashmiri's life is a silent, long cry.
Because there were some mass killings of people. Some 8-year-old boy were killed. 6-year-old boy were killed. Even you know that there are 3,000 graves, unknown graves. Nobody knows whose graves are there. 8,000 disappearances in Kashmir. Their parents are weeping, crying, asking Indian government, Kashmir government, where are their dear ones? Nobody knows where are there. 8,000 disappearances, 6,000 graves. Nobody knows whose graves are there.
And it was 22nd October, Friday, after the congregation prayers were over. People came in gatherings and they started shouting, they started slogans against this siege of the army of the masjid. And it was the same day when I was also at home. When I heard the sound of people were sloganing, I came out of my home on blood from this side, and it got out from this side.
Got no blood?
Huh? Bullet, yeah.
Two hands?
Yeah, in this hand also.
he or she has to overcome barriers like this mere pursuit of knowledge in other places. By then, they are losing their world without their knowledge. The women in Kashmir are very strong. Adversities and tragedies have strengthened their minds. They continue their lives despite the loss of their husbands, children, and brothers.
And you can see these Paran Poshpora wherein these women have been raped. Now they are brave now, because then they have nothing to lose now. They have already lost everything. They cannot now remain idle. They cannot remain now silent.
It is unfortunate in a way to say that Kashmiris are losing everything in this university. In a campus which is alien to their culture, language, nature, and food, they are forced to put up with everything. These Kashmiri students are at times afraid to return to their native land until the streets are quiet again. Their reluctance to go back is a result of their own limitations. They find freedom here, and their mothers are relieved by the fact that their children are safe somewhere.